I was waiting for Cassandra, but Finch was way cuter. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we took care of quite a few things here in Uriah, getting to know Azami a lot better and saving the Ardanian Titan in the process. Quite a high stakes thing for what it was. I think I said that before. This time, we're gonna go around Fonsamima, look for any shop deeds that we might have missed, any new merc missions. Finch, it's not a bird bath, it's a fish bath. No stopping her now. Oh well, it's already tainted. As I was saying, we're gonna go around Fonsamima, clean out any last little things, move on to more Ardane, do some questing there. Now Finch is sitting in the bird bath, oh my gosh! Okay, that was a little too much even for Finch. Finch is like, okay buddy, you're actually managing to cramp my style, so I'm gonna get up out of here. Gosh, seeing that animation again, I'm really happy that Cassandra doesn't do that pose with the feet she's got, ugh. Sprintsy Sweets is only supposed to have 3 items. The Plumage Peach Jelly is a damn good item, actually. And we get decreases out of battle party gauge drain rate by 25%. Every second that you're not in battle, the party gauge goes down by a point or 2. And this stops it. Aquanese Cosmetics. Is that what they call the Urians around here? Are they Aquanese because they're like fish people? You know, they're not fish people, they're Aquanese. Is that like the correct term for them? Reduces terrain damage by 10%. Makes your facials a little more bearable so you can enjoy them for an extra second before you croak. Oh my god, I'm so sorry I said such an offensive thing in your presence. What the hell kind of name is Dog Ant? I don't know what to do. Now I can't finish my painting. Is something the matter? Please listen. I am but a humble painter, but I received a decidedly extravagant request. They want me to paint a new portrait of Queen Rakura each month. That's pretty neat. Now, this is my first time, so obviously I wanted to put my best foot forward, but I've run out of pigment for the painting. I'm putting my best foot forward, but I've laid the paint on too thick. And now, I don't have more than enough tricolor left to make me more. If I don't come up with something quick, I'm gonna blow the deadline. Mirage, sounds like something fun's going down. I don't know about fun, but I do believe we can help. And for the last time, my name is Morag. He actually made Morag shout at her. Oh. Now that's funny. Dog Ant is what we're going with. Gave us a new merc mission. This gives Affinity Max Evade and Silver Earrings. Affinity Max Evade is good, but the Silver Earrings make it so that when a B button press is timed perfectly, more of the party gauge is awarded. Everything's just party gauge oriented today. Some party. There is a heart-to-heart that's been available for such a long time, and it's been driving me up a tree. How I am supposed to view this? How high can we go in level, actually? 54. And Nia? 54. 53. Wow, way to suck ass, Rex. Tora and friends should go to Cole's Theater. Any special reason? Tora and Poppy practicing play. I knew you two were up to something. That right. Play about interesting story Tora here from local Little Pond. Rex should come and see our little show. That sounds really fun, Tora. Also, Tora have little request for Nia too. Huh? What's that? It's secret. Well, why don't we go and take a look? That's what I've been missing. This heart-to-heart. I don't think anyone's brought it up to me in the comments that I've seen, but this has been driving me so mad behind the scenes, wanting to know what I was missing, where I kept going back here, seeing if I met the prerequisites now, and I didn't think to stay in the inn, and then I finally looked it up today, and that's what I needed. Up into the entertainment district. There it is. Oh, I've never seen such a beautiful sight in all of Alras. And that's a lie, but still, I'm very happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. We hope you enjoy performance of Uriah Goes to War.
This is gonna be so much fun.
Are we the only ones watching? Where did Nia go off to?
I don't know.
Queen Rakura, me think time has come to go to war with more Ardane.
This is most sudden, War Minister.
My lady.
Wow. You're great, Nia.
Shut it, you. I didn't ask to take part in this farce.
Ahem! This not sudden, Your Majesty. We preparing for war ever since more Ardane take occupation of Gormott.
Then the preparations are complete.
Preparations go steady for long time, but we can quickly make complete. More Ardanes soon try to conquer other countries aside from Gormott. We cannot allow ambitions to succeed. Must start war at earliest possibility.
I see. So be it then. Let us make war.
Wait one moment, please.
You have concerns, High Minister?
Titan of More Ardane quickly becoming so barren, crops cannot be grown. Meanwhile, we have rich soil, producing much delicious brown rice. Why bother with war when More Ardane collapse on its own from famine?
A valid question.
No! If we wait, more Ardane just conquer more territories like Gormott. With more territories, more Ardane becomes still greater threat. Even if more Ardane Titan collapse completely, may still be difficult to defeat whole Empire.
There's no need to be hasty. More Ardane still not have enough territory or supplies to properly provide for own people. Gormott alone not enough to support whole of Ardanian population. In other words, more prudent to wait for more Ardane to grow weaker before attacking.
Your argument is compelling.
That not happen today or tomorrow, though. No, might take many decades to happen, or even centuries. We cannot allow more Ardane threat to remain longer than necessary.
That quite true, but now is not time to rush into things. War preparations may be in progress, but still not in optimal condition.
Oh, this argument never end. Your Majesty must make final decision.
Huh? You want me to decide?
Your Majesty is Queen of Uraya.
Oh yeah, right. Let's go to war. What now? Did you both forget your lines?
Script of Uraya goes to war. End here. No more lines to say.
Thank you for coming today, everyone.
I see. By showing this play to the children, you'll get them to think for themselves about whether Uraya should go to war.
That's quite clever, actually.
It's a difficult question. I can see the kids having split opinions too.
You forced me to take part in this thing, and then it just ends like that. This is so not satisfying.
This has been Uraya Goes to War, a Tora and Poppy production.
Let's wait a little longer. What now? Did you both forget your lines?
Script of Uraya goes to war. End here. No more lines to say.
From here, the events play out the exact same. Now I'm going to tell you something that ruined my life.
Hey!
For the young and weak of heart, I would suggest plugging your ears and eyes for this moment. In that heart-to-heart, Tora is floating above the ground. That blue thing behind him is a wall, and you can see it under his feet. He also sits down on nothing at one point. He's floating in the air. I have to say, I once liked this game, but no more. No more. I can't look the other way. Can't escape what I feel whenever I look at this heart-to-heart. It's the new Merc mission that opens up after clearing a zombies first. This was surprisingly hard to meet the requirements for. It wants 35 strength or more on 2 blades with shield hammers and bit balls. Cole! Photobombed. Iona's calmed down a little now. Trooper's been putting on a brave face, even showed us a smile. I'm starting to get ready to chronicle Van Damme's exploits, but I'm not making any real headway. Is that right? Soon as I start asking around, we just start reminiscing about days gone by. Just shows how much he touched our hearts, eh? I still believe in you, man. I still believe in you. Nia, get off the table! The only other things left to do... Oh wow, how did you ever expect anyone to find your... I'm all wet. Oh, stupid me, I just had to know to go through the back alley by the antique shop. Something the matter. There's something on my mind. Uriah is famous for its traditional handcrafted crockery, and that's carved from shells and carapaces. I quite like the thought of using them to serve the food I make in the future. I mean, isn't it great when the food can boast both great taste and presentation? But the dishes go up in price along with the quality, so I don't think they're within my range. So I thought, why not make them myself? But then even as a cook, I got a long way to go, so... Well, someone's gotta take care of this. We'll see what we can organize. Seriously? Wow, that'd be a massive help. I hope you can make it a good one. He gives us the rainbow shell. Man, it's gonna be hard to pick what equipment we get from this one, right? We can get a gold Nop-On mask and an ambush boost 3. Ambush is a surprise attack, essentially, when an enemy has not detected you yet and you smack them anyway. I can think of somebody to use that against. Well, what do you know? The head cook wasn't all talk. I challenged them to a contest of dishwashing and veggie peeling, but they totally trounced me. So then I challenged them to an axe contest, but they won that too. Our head cook isn't just a master chef, but also a master combatant. Seems like it'll be a good long while before the beautiful Queen Rakura eats food I've prepared. Now for the thing that I jumped on these people's roof to actually do. Down here is a treasure trove.
If I may.
Coochie coochie coo.
You twitch your fingers around inside of that thing and let me have the spoils inside. Thank you. A common core crystal and a knockback resist. And they say easy to get chests are often disappointing. I have been known to be wrong from time to time. I don't care how many more times I have to climb up this thing, I am still going to take in the view every single time, because just look at it. I'm not even angry that I've had to climb up this thing 3 separate times now, only to be disappointed the first 2. Come here. Come here. Airflow.
The wind is my
So,
mate.
level 3 wind mastery. One of my common blades had a level 3 wind mastery. This should be more than enough to make it through. Now for one more.
Happy to.
Done. Those Merc missions make this a lot easier. And for the final treasure chest, please don't need lockpicking level 10. That was shorter enough. Nop-On doubloon. And that's all. This is the second Nop-On doubloon we've come across. The real reward was the view that we made along the way. Love those buttresses coming off of the interior of the Titan. Such a clever use showing how they exist in harmony with nature. Uriah does feel like home. You wanna know what place doesn't feel like home? I'm sorry, Morag, but I gotta say it. That is everything that I wanted to take care of in the Titan of Uriah, so we're going to Port and Angam in Mor Ardain. We can't start this off on this music. There's been a severe lack of Tora in this party ever since Morag joined, so what do you say Tora takes up the helm on this one? The side quest that we're taking care of here is only available if you have purchased the DLC expansion pass. Another one of those. Tutor. Hey you, strong-looking driver over there. Please hear out Tutor's request. Well, my job is to guide folks around Mor Ardain, you see. And this time, I was meant to show 4 Nop-On guests around a factory on tour with an industrial sort of flavor. Strange fellows they were, seemed to like manufacturing more than they did 3 square meals a day. But then, as soon as we stepped foot inside the factory premises, they just up and disappeared somewhere. And then they never came back. Now, I'm sure you see how something like that would leave me in a pickle, so here I am looking to get help, but... Thanks so much! Honestly, I was really hoping you'd say that. Now, each of the 4 customers had a particular interest of their own, so let me fill you in. Chopopo, I hear, really likes being high. Hey, stop smirking! High up off the ground is what I mean! Stu can't get enough of boiling hot spots. Old Man Pew Pew has a thing for strong smells. If you find him, maybe consider upwind, just a thought. And lastly, but certainly not least, Didimu was curious about clammy attics. I know, right? Really? I feel like leaving them there might be to Nopponkind's benefit, but yeah, I do feel kind of responsible now. An industrial sort of tour. What even is this storyline?
Hey, I'm back now.
All friends return
Azami makes it back quite quick. Do not underestimate her. She gave you an Affinity Max barrier too. You must love her now, right?
More helpful.
Woohoo! Crossets!
I am not gonna forget this one.
Obstinate pursuit from where I don't know. Prepare yourself for an unmerciless beating from rough shoe. The word obstinate is ruined for me because of that scene. Top 10 anime battles, am I right? This is the next one in the line for Azami.
Sure.
This was another tricky one, needing 2 Earth, 3 Megalance, and 2 Info Collector level 1s. I was only able to do this thanks to Wolfric being guaranteed. The Old Factory. We meet again.
Off we go.
Now we get to explore this place in full, which is why I wasn't really so torn up over not doing it the first time round. Look for a Noppon who likes high places in the Old Factory in More Ardane. Smells okay. Is there anything on the map at all? No. The place that I want to go first is up on top of these boxes.
The forest really calms your spirit.
The first rule of playing as Tora is that you have to grab every collection point along the way. Otherwise, it just isn't as good. I want to go down this air duct, back into where we first met Tatazo. And then Tora actually gets to do this. He didn't get to go on the wondrous journey that everyone should take through the Old Factory at some point in their life. So now you get to lead us through it like you should have in the first place and not made me suffer so much when I was like 27 years old when this came out, I think. Ugh. Bothers me so much what it was like going through this place. I was so freaking relieved when I made that video, when I released it to you guys. I was worried that a lot of people were gonna be like, oh, come on, it's not that hard. You know, you're making a big deal out of nothing. You know, you're just saying it because you want hyperbole, because, you know, that's what gets attention on the internet. No, I didn't really see any of that. All I saw was people going like, yeah, no, you're right, this part sucks. I agree that Tyrkin battle in your first playthrough is harder than the final boss. I bet so many people came forward to say that they agreed with that sentiment. And it felt so validating to hear. I've never liked it. Didimu. Hello there. Why don't we have a chat over a few tasty dumplings? Vess, you really should check if people are hungry before you offer them food. A real grandma. This attic is best attic. For everything attic aficionado like Didimu could hope for, like clammy atmosphere, for example. Even have bat creatures living in it. I'm sure a sign of high quality attic. Didimu don't mind telling friend. In worlds above attic and Jacolos where Didimu first stay at night, that attic not have one lousy bat creature. Outrage! Meh? Oh, right. Didimu, remember now. Come here for guided tour, not find rented accommodation. If no mean disrespect to guide to tour, Didimu head back right away. Thanks friends for looking out for. I cannot say this character's name. The whole Didi thing, like, I guess I could use the mnemonic device that it's the same hair color as Didi from Rugrats. I also think that with that character's name tripping up my mind so much, I was slurring every other word during that speech, so I'm sorry for that. That's everything up here. I'm pretty sure we want to go to the main ventilation duct next. The Harafafra came back.
Trust me, I'm your blade.
That's how you do, Corbin. You just see what his light mastery wants, you go talk to the person, you send him on merc missions. He's an easy blade to fill in. Argentum Trade Guild development level 3 from that, and we get some new merc missions in the process, just as I had run out of new ones to play. That art supplies one was the final one. This is not even remotely where I want to be. Well, it's more like where we can't complete this quest. Where I want to be is just not in this factory. You know what happened? Yeah, that's where we gotta go. You wanna know what really happened? Some developer guy looked at the Old Factory and said, You know, this place wasn't shitty enough. You know what we should do? We should make this place have a side quest in it where you have to find 4 Nopon that are lost in it. And oh yeah, we're not gonna tell you where any of them are on the map. The player just has to wander through this place for another whole hour without any sort of help from us to find where they gotta go. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna charge them money for it, and they'll pay it. Isn't that nice? I do not like this place. I'm sorry. I can't stand this place. And it gets even worse, okay? You know, now that we finished exploring the Ardanian Titan, I think I can say this. I don't like kind of saying my opinions on things before we experience them because I kind of don't want to taint your perception of it. I don't want to color that. Is it in here we have to go in? Yes, okay. I think, maybe. Climb up. I've played this how many times and even Nira! This secret base. Nira use this place often. Really? An agent of Special Distribution Audit Bureau have been seeking evidence of Banner's misdeeds for past several years. The thought artificial blade case would be final nail in coffin for our chairman, but he slip away again, and we still not managed to arrest him. Biggest priority is to find place of hiding. Mind if I mug you first? Mithra just loves seeing if we'll open chests with her on them. One of these days, I'm gonna swing that open and it's gonna comedically launch your face back into that wall. Just you wait. No, this is not where we have to go. I found a secret without finding the place that we needed to go. So I could rush through this and make some baked Nopon in the process, and actually I was living. Really?
That was poorly judged.
Again?
Shut up, Mithra. I'll jump down here. And is it this one? Incinerator controls. There we go. Wait, there's no... Is it this way? I know somewhere there's a way in. There are logically... Yes! Found it at long last. Okay, heat storage. Stew. Stew feel water content of stew, leaving stew by the leader. This room very hot to make person sweat lots, very helpful for full detox. After sit here a while, stew feel like Nopon reborn. Who knew that guided tour of factory also combined with spa day? Ingenious! Meh? What is it? What does mean not part of tour? What does mean guide to tour wanted? Worried. Oh, all right. It's almost time for Stew to pop up electrolytes anyway. Me go leave factory now. Thanking friend for timely reminder. I gotta tell you, with all that sweat all over the ground, he really was making a stew. Back to what I was saying. The Ardanian Titan, I've said my piece on the story and not liking a lot of the locations in it, but another thing that I don't like is how little of the Titan you get to explore. I remember the first time I laid eyes on it, maybe my perception was colored by how Bionis and Mechonis were. That is entirely possible. But I saw that it was an upright standing humanoid. And I thought, whoa, this place looks massive. It's so cool. I can't wait to like go up to the head and, you know, kind of like maybe go down the arms and like kind of see the parts of the lower body and all that. You know, this is just like what the collarbone and shoulder area is like. No, all you do is explore the collarbone and the 2 shoulders. There's so much of it that you can see but not go to, and I just thought that was a big letdown. You hardly get to explore any of this Titan, whereas in Uriah, you explored the entire thing, head to tail.
Dora, just take a peek.
Next up, we go to the work observation tower, that horrible place with the Tyrkin fight. Up the stairs I used to get there the first time. It was actually just right outside the door that I walked through. See what I mean by getting lost in this place and thinking everything looks the same? As if that's not bad enough, I also think that the finale of the chapter is kind of a letdown because, as you saw happen to me, you have this really cool boss fight against these 2 bad guys that have been foreshadowed for a little while, where you heard Mikhail and Petroka mentioned all that time ago, back when we saw a cutscene in the Tornin base. So it was hinted at before. And you have this cool boss fight, and then you run into Popo here, and this is gonna interrupt my thoughts for a second. View from here is, as one say, bomb. Tapopo loved looking down on bustly factory floor. Tapopo wished Tapopo could stay to watch factory work forever. But another wing, watch silent factory floor after shift is over is also toppest of notch. To cut the chase, Tapopo wished to remain looking down on factory in all states of busyness 24 hours each day. Maybe? Now friends mentioned Tapopo did come here as part of tour, that right? That mean that reverie of Tapopo must come to close sometime or other. No, wait, okay. Tapopo no good thing never last forever. Tapopo go quietly, rejoin tour group now. Thank you for reminding Tapopo of hard facts of life. And then I think for this one... Oh gosh, where is this? I'll go back to the upper deck now. You have this big special fight where Morag finally joins the party, something that seemed like it was going to happen. It seemed like she was gonna join you back in town and then she didn't. And then it's just such an, oh man, she's actually joining us. This is so cool. And then it's not cool at all. Morag has no equipment on her by default except for a slight agility buff on her accessory. And she's so weak that I've never won that fight on my first attempt. Didn't matter if I had done a lot of quests up to that point, if I was very well outfitted on my other two characters. Every time I've ever used Morag in that, I lost. That's terrible. She should be outfitted a lot better than she is. She should come with good accessories or maybe a pouch item on her or something. Just anything else. It's lame. And it's hyped up for so much, and it should be such a cool moment, and it's just not. And then as if that's not bad enough, I sort of don't like how the whole thing resolves itself. Fan Lenorn really comes from out of nowhere and has a really convenient power for that situation. And like, I don't know, I don't really think it was necessary. They were kind of backed up against a wall anyway. They could have retreated. It seemed like she just kind of came out of nowhere and stole their thunder, all because Petroka had some kind of incredible power. They do kind of mention Indal being interested before, where there's this little establishing shot of like some sort of mysterious figure in an angelic looking location. I think that's kind of meant to be so that Fan doesn't really come from out of nowhere. I'll grab all these items really quick just while we're here. There's a lot to find in this place.
The forest really calms your spirit.
Fan Skink. More like Fan Stinks, am I right? No, I can't say that. She's a fine character. I just wish that she was established better ahead of time and wasn't just somebody who kind of came out of nowhere. Pew Pew. There you are. That was terrible even for me. Man, this place. Smell of this place too much even for Pew Pew. As would transpire, even Pew Pew have limitations. And now Pew Pew cannot move. Please, friends, help extract Pew Pew from most sticky of situations. Okay, all right, sure. When we go there, we open up this door. We need to do it from the other side, making it accessible. And I guess while we're here, all right, this takes us here. We can go look for a secret as well. Now, another thing that I've alluded to for a while is our merc group coming back. They're not gonna let me say this next part.
Good news.
Yes! Yes! In the Argentum Trade Guild, money, 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 money! Gives a Berserk Ring and Fire Defense up. Flying Monsters has some pretty craptacular stuff, if I'm being honest. Titan Hunter 4 is a good damage buff under the right circumstances. And New Sounds is a contract-based one. You bet that's the first one we're doing. I've alluded to there being a member of the voice cast that I strongly dislike. I've said that I don't think that Rex yells all that well all the time, but that he kind of gets better as things go on. I also think now I can add to my statement of where I think he succeeds by saying that he does emotional scenes very well. The scene of him at his parents' graves was the moment that made me fall in love with his character, and I think the performance is a big part of that. Rex's yelling has been the only really strong negative that I've listed so far about the English audio, but we have now seen a character that I think is an outright terrible performance. It's Petroka. I think she's awful. She is without a doubt the worst performance in the game. Her delivery sounds really stilted. What a happy note to discover a secret area on. She sounds so stilted in her delivery. I think her dialogue writing is really clumsy, where in a game where Malice is allowed to be like, "You little shit," when he's upset, You know, her blade dies in front of her and she's like, "You stupid pieces of trash!" Why do I sound like Yago? She's not, no, okay, no, okay, get up there. Yeah, she just sounds so stupid. I don't like her voice. She sounds really cool and kind of subdued in Japanese, and I wish they went with that whole thing where, you know, she's kind of cool and then loses her temper when things don't go her way. Ouch. The world's most deadly slide! I know you already know I'm not one of those people that usually says that one audio is definitively better than the other because everyone has their own tastes, and it's great that they give you options. I'm happy that the Japanese voice option's available for those who want it, even if I do prefer the English one. But I'd like to play you some clips of her in Japanese because I do think that she's better there.
誰かと思ったらニア。義経から裏切ったとは聞いてたけど。サタ、あんた。クソ野郎だ！私の大切な武器をぶっ壊しやがって！
See what I mean? I think she fits her appearance more, and then when she loses her temper, it's all the more impactful.
Dora, just take a peek here.
I think she's all around kind of a lame character. I don't like her performance. I don't like how she's written. I guess her punch to Mikhail's face was pretty memorable. Other than that, can't think of much that I like about her. Okay, so all of that out of the way. I've been aching to just say all those things, and I think the old factory return was a great time to do it. We found a secret area that had us going on top of the factory. Now we're in these upper pipes and plumbing type areas up on top of it. And we go down here and find the other side of that air duct where we jump down to grab Tadazo. This gold chest has been visible that whole time. We finally have it. Now we're good to go home. It's so bizarre how everything, my least favorite character, my least favorite performance, my least favorite gameplay stretch, everything that I don't like about this game is confined to this one Titan. It's just of exceptionally poor quality for some reason. At least the music's good, but I don't get why that is. Argentum was great, Gormott was pretty good, Uriah was aces beginning to end, Leftheria was great, a lot of touching cutscenes, creative location, just everything's been great except for this one Titan. Thanks to you, my customers are back safe and sound, so my reputation won't suffer. But yet, they all seem super happy with this experience. What a bunch of weirdos, I swear. Well, whatever. I won't dwell on it. If they're happy, then I'm happy. And thank you for all your help. Oh no need to be so humble. Here's a reward for the customers. Though it's just junk they found in the factory. And I'll throw in a little bit extra too. Thanks again for saving me from 4 whole 1-star reviews. That's what our world has become. Industrial sort of tour, complete. For that, we get a Tank Mod 4, an Evasion Mod 4, AB HP Potion 3, and Preserving Strength 2 Poppy Swap parts without the need for Tiger. Sort of makes up how this quest run didn't have a new stage of Tiger in it too. Slots in quite nicely into what the story was. The Tank Mod 4 is identical to the Tank Mod 3, but offers 5% more ether defense granted to Tora. Energy converter, you go. And then we can equip that. Poppy QT starts with the Evasion Mod 3, and the Evasion Mod 4 is just the same thing, only better, offering 5% more ether defense. Same agility mod, though. Kind of ironic that the Evasion is the thing that didn't improve with it, but we'll still take it, because better stats are better stats. A valid thing for Poppy QT, other than the Evasion mod, is the Strike mod. This makes her roll attack-based, giving Tora those stat bonuses from his class. And then we also get a dexterity increase when Tora has the worst dexterity of any driver, while still giving respectable amounts of defense and ether defense, if not great, but she's kind of based on evading anyway, not necessarily sponging damage. Strike mod 2 can be a valid tactic, as can the higher levels, of course, but I think I'm gonna stick with the Evasion mod. Persevering Strength restores 6% of HP of damage dealt after a successful auto attack. Decent self-healing, actually, and can make Tora more self-sufficient. And then lastly, AB HP Potion 3. You cannot set it in this mode, whereas Poppy Alpha can equip this. There are specific parts that can only be equipped to specific forms of Poppy, usually leaning into their playstyle, and so neither of these forms can be ultimately powerful. Poppy Alpha got level 5 from that quest! Oh man, how much is gonna fill in? How much is gonna fill in? How much is gonna fill in? I'm so excited, 2 of them, okay.
Poppy's skills have increased.
That's our first level 5 skill. Her level 2 special, Naponic Storm, is already maxed out. Blade combo finisher. Driver combo finisher. Can be anyone on the team. Deal a critical hit of that much damage. Block attack. This will probably be the last one we do, to be perfectly honest with you. That's easy. And she wants 4 of her favorite drinks. You can buy that at 12 Brother Sister Pond in Argentum, and it's the best 300 gold I have ever spent.
Poppy's computational power increased.
Super strength maxed out. Look at this. Actually, all of her field skills are maxed out. Emergency modes, this is a thing of beauty right here. Now, I need to stop here and talk with you for a moment. In a little Nopon boy's body. Let's make this a little bit more visually appealing. There we go. Now he looks like he's Jesus. Okay, so we have something coming up, as in next video, that is going to be exceptionally tedious. And for that, I want to have as many blades as I possibly can. I would recommend doing the same. If you got core crystals burning a hole in your pocket, if you got worthless blades also burning a hole in your pocket, release them and replace them with new ones. So what I'm gonna do now, oh, I'm gonna be stuck in the air for a while. Cool, that's a new power tower obtained. We're gonna awaken as many blades as we can. I'm probably gonna release all the ones I don't like a few times, and we're just gonna take a huge bite out of how many common core crystals we have. There's no more pity blades left to be obtained, so I'm on my own right now. This is if I get a rare blade today, this is gonna be the first one I get without any sort of safety net in place. What if Morag gets it? What if Morag gets it? Using 5 justice boosters, what if Morag actually gets this?
I think we can create a great bond.
I'm sorry I skipped that. Oh! What is that?
Boreas, at your service. I bet you can't keep up with me. Going fast sure makes me super hungry. I will eat everything that All Rest has to offer.
He took off his head. So Boreas, Morag would not have been my first choice for him, except for one very minor thing that only I like. Boreas was actually, if I could have chosen who my first blade in the game was, I would have said Boreas. He is, I think, the best blade to start the game with. Welcome to the team, bud. It'll be a while before we go over you, but we could do some Merc missions with you or something. Oh, another one! Who's that?
Huh? What? 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 Call me Nim. And these are my friends, Kit and Sunny. I do hope we can be of service to you. We'll do our best.
Someone watching this is very angry right now, but I'm not. Wow, so Nim, you were a mainstay for me in another playthrough where I got you as one of my first blades and I used you through the whole game. Not the driver I expected for you, though. Another one! Oh, you!
I am Perun. I swear this. I will uphold virtue wherever our path leads us. Now, let us attend.
This is what we've done with advancements in technology. Did you see how shiny her clothes were? Perun, okay. I'm not opposed to you being on Morag, I guess. Morag's been getting a lot of the blades just because I want to boost her numbers, because Rex and Nia are honestly set, but... yeah, wow. I didn't think I was gonna get 3 rare blades today. We're gonna be backlogged for a long time on blades to talk about. Oh. And look at my numbers here. This happened in about 30 common core crystals. I didn't think we were gonna get this many. Again. I didn't even pop that many rare core crystals. I just did that when I had excess boosters that were gonna go to waste. So like, this was all common core crystals. I wasn't expecting this good of a turnout. Let's see the last one together. Was that a dog? Because the dogs kind of look like lumps. Oh. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, and it's a shield hammer. Okay. 3 rare blades when I was expecting maybe, I don't know, 1? Because I'm kind of running out of blades to get through this. Well, I don't know if I'd say running out, though, but I've gotten a lot so far. More than I usually have by this point. So, Boreas, Perun, and Nim.
I feel more solid.
The Merc group came back.
I'm not sure there's anyone out there good enough to beat me.
I'm not either, boy. You're pretty much the best blade we have. The next Merc mission in Azami's line requires 3 blades that give strength plus 40, something that I don't even have yet, so this is going on hold. This isn't part of any side quest or anything. It's just a series of Merc missions that you get as a reward for that have some nice stuff on them. Essentially, extra quest rewards. Now, with the Merc group back safe and sound once again, and with our blade numbers increased, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it's Ursula! Run for your life! See you guys then!